We got a problem, got a problem.
Let's go. Get up. Stack club, you hear that? We can't sit down to that. Okay.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy, Sheik Luch, LOXD Block, Silverback. Hey, yo, right now I need to shout out the ISUPK classes.
I want to give a huge, big, humongous shout out to all the UPK schools.
We can't sit down to that.
Shout out to Black Watch, hosted by General Johanna. Word, I need y'all to check out Cross the Line Radio as well, man. They've been open all week from 7 to 9. They ain't shut down because of the corona, the COVID and all that. They rockin' strong, you know what I mean?
Think we got a problem, but really it ain't though. It's one of me and these bitches, I count about 3, 4. Think we got a problem, but homie just all talk. He ain't gon' pop a balloon with a pitchfork. Think we got a problem in the club with this dog. Rude boys, dogs, ladies, everybody.
Hey, shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. Thumb to the brothers, shalom Shamar out of thumb by Shem Yahshua to the sisters. This is ISUPK Delaware. ISUPK started out of 1 West Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Johanna. This is the Sabbath service. All right, we're going to go ahead and get it kicked off.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. La Yashala.
La Yashala. Wait. Pass that up there. All right, so what we like to do is we like to send up the prayers in Hebrew and in English. This is the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakwaka. Daba'ah. Ratazayaka. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'aratazah. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Nathanawa. Lakam. Cal. Yawam. Wasalatna now. Kabawath now. Kasalak now. Kabawafia now. Wala'ah. Thaba'aya now. Banasaya 1.
Basanaya 1.
Abal. Hawashai now.
Hawashai Nahawa.
Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Waha'ala. Wahathapara. La'awalumium.
Aman. This is the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us of our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. From thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever so be it.
This is Hakak, the power, Hakak. Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Baba Kashah.
Baba Kashar.
The Thunder now.
The Thunder now.
Hakat.
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 Lara Pa'ah.
Laura Parah.
Kal Makala.
Kal Malawa.
Wakal Madawa.
Kal Lalawa.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hamatazarian.
Mahatazorian.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Lahakian.
Laakian.
Hamathian.
Hamathian.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Al-Rakawah.
Al-Lakawa.
Hatama Allah.
Hatama Lara.
Nagara Shun.
Garashan.
By Shem Yahushua.
By Shem Yahushua.
Tawada Aman.
Tawada Aman. This is the power in English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua.
Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
What is it?
Oh, Salakia. Please give us the power. Salakia.
Salakia. This is the power in English. Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Bless us. Salakia. Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirit.
The power against unclean spirit.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. This is the prayer to bless Israel. Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Waya Sha'arla.
Waya Sha'arla.
Waha Bayasaparian.
Waya Sha'arla.
Baha Shem Yahushua.
Baha Shem Yahushua.
Tawada Aman.
Tawada Aman. This is bless Israel in the English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua.
Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. All right, this is Psalms 121. Asha'a.
Asha'a.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Ahahariam.
Ayahariam.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'a.
Bala'a.
Azariah.
Azari.
Izaria.
Azari.
Ma'ain.
Ma'ain.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shamayam.
Shamayam.
Ra'aratazah.
Ra'aratazah.
Ayathan.
Ayathan.
Lamawat.
Labawat.
Regalka.
Wagal.
Ayanawam.
Alayawam.
Shamark.
Shamark.
Hana.
Hana.
La'a.
La'a.
Yanawam.
Layawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shayamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamark.
Shamark.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazai.
Al-Yad.
Ayah.
Yamyanka.
Yamka.
Yawamam.
Yayawam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ayakaka.
La'ayakak.
Wayarat.
Layara.
Balayala.
Layara.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamar.
Makal Rai.
Makaya Ra.
Yashamar.
Mashara.
Athnapashka.
Atapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'aka.
Tasa'aka.
Wabawa'aka.
Waba'aka.
Ma'aita.
Ma'aita.
Wa'ai. Awalum.
Alawam. This is Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes to the hill.
From whence cometh my help?
From which comes my help?
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help come from the Lord.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not slumber thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee.
Will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade.
The Lord is thy shade.
Upon thy right hand.
Upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee.
The Lord shall preserve thee.
Forever, from all evil.
From all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And ever forevermore.
And even forevermore. This is Psalms 83. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Dama Yalaka.
Al-Dama Yalakam.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Tashakwat.
Al-Takarash.
Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Our Yabuka.
Our Yamuka.
Yahama Yawan.
Yama Yawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Imaka.
Al-Imaka.
Ya'ira Yamwa.
Ya'ira Yamwa.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayatha.
Wayatha.
Ya'itazawa.
Tazawa.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Tazawamaka.
Amara.
Amara.
Lakawa.
Lakari.
Wanakakidam.
Walakaki.
Magalia.
Magaria.
Wala Ayasakar.
Wala Ayasakar.
Sham Yasha'al.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Iwada. Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa Aitazawa.
Nawa Tazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Yakatwa.
Al Yaka.
Ayak.
Baryath.
Bayath.
Yakarathwa.
Bayarath.
Ahahaya.
Ayahala.
Adawam.
Alawam.
Wayashimi Alyam.
Wayashim.
Wayashimi Alyam.
Go ahead.
Mawa Abba.
Mawa.
Wahagarian.
Wayagarian.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'ima
Wa'ayam.
Wa'ima Lot.
Ma'ayalawat.
Palasha.
Pashawat.
Am Yashabya.
Ayashamyam.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gamashawar.
Wagashabor.
Nalawa.
Lalawa.
Imam.
Aman.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawai.
Zarawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aishalaham.
Ashalawam.
Kamajian.
Kamatyam.
Kasaya Sara'ah.
Go ahead.
Kayabian. Banakal.
Balakal.
Kwayashwan.
Kwayashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashawat.
Ba'ayanda Ara.
Go ahead.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La Adama.
La Atma.
Shayatama.
Shayatamwa.
Nada Yapmawa.
Nada what, you know.
Kairab.
Kayarab.
Wakazaba.
Wakazaba.
Wakazabak.
Wakazabak.
Wakatazamanai.
Wakazatazama.
Kal Nasiyakamwa. Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Naya Rashad.
Naya Shara.
Lanawa.
Lalawa.
Ath. Na'awaf.
Nayawaf.
Alahayam.
Alahayam.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Kagogala.
Gagark.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya Rakat. Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Daba Ira Ya Ira.
Daba Aya your Ira.
Wakalaba.
Wakalaba.
Thalahat.
Talawat.
Harayam.
Hayaram.
Kan.
Tharadatma. Dayadatma.
Basa Irika.
Dayadatma.
Wabasawa Pafka. Sabahalam.
Dabalam.
Mala'ah.
Mala'ah.
Panyaham.
Palaham.
Kuala One.
Kalawam.
Wayabakwashwa. Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yabashwa.
Yabashka.
Wayabahawa. Wayabahawa. Ayai.
Alahai.
Wayakaparwa. Wayabadwa. Wayadaiwa.
Waya the Iwa.
Kayatha.
Kayatha.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Labaka.
Labaka.
Alayawan.
Alayawan.
Al. Kal. Ha-Raktasa.
Ha-Raktasa. All right, this is Psalms 83 in the English. Keep thy silence, O God. Keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hated thee.
And they that hate thee.
Has lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
Consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said.
Come.
Come.
Let us cut them off from being a nation.
Let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
And Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
Gabar.
And
Ammon.
And Ammon.
And the Amalek.
And Amalek.
And the Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur has also joined in with them.
Ashur has also joined with them.
They have hoping that the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto Sarah.
As to Sisera.
And to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kishon.
At the brook of Kishon.
Which perished at Endor. They have said, they become as dung for the earth.
They become as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Ared.
Make their nobles like Ared.
And like Zaed.
And like Zaed.
Yea. All their princes as Zubah.
All their princes as Zubah.
And as Zumuna.
And as Amunah.
Who have said. Let us take to ourselves. The houses of God in possession.
The house of Yahweh in possession.
Oh my God.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel. As they stumble before the wind. As the fire burneth the wood. As the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them. With thy tempest. And make them afraid. With thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may know. That they may seek thy name. O Yahweh. Let them be confounded. And troubled forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That thou name, whose name alone. Is Yahweh. Are the most high. Over all the earth.
All right. Sir. Seated. Crazy. That's right. Bring on that damnation, man. Bring on that destruction. Bring on that third woe.
Yeah, that third woe coming.
That third woe. Whoa.
And just in case y'all didn't know, woe means destruction.
That's right. Bring it on. Man.
Share that.
Come. Yeah, man. Yeah, bring it on, man. It's about that time, boy. We can't wait. Hey, shouts out to the brothers and the sisters. You know what I mean? That's in the chat too. So, hey, shalom.
She always on deck, right?
That's right. Shalom, sis. Hey, man.
Matazi Allah in the building.
Matazi Allah. Hey, shalom, y'all. Man, we listen, man. We almost there, man. We almost there.
Hebrew trials,
Passover. Man, listen, bro. This listen.
I hope this is our last Passover.
Man, listen. Con.
Hey, listen. Listen, if Yahweh shall return right now,
man, listen. This that'll be all right.
That'll be so glorious.
That'll be all right. For y'all that's watching that ain't on point, get on point.
You better
get on point, because when he coming and you ain't on point, sir. Guess where you gonna be at?
I'm working
under our boot.
I'm working. I'm looking for work. I'm hoping the Most High put me right to work.
Right, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Hey, you know what? You're gonna have to go and get that. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to get them. You know what I mean? Go ahead and chop your head off. You know
hey, listen, I'm doing it without no question. I'm gonna be like
Damn
right. I'm gonna be like the Levites. When Moses sent them out to slaughter them for making that calf.
Oh yeah.
And remember, this is family.
Right.
This is the same nation. Right. So the Levites was ordered to bring a judgment on all Israel.
Right.
Because of their transgression. Yeah. So don't think, they think they're so special. Some people think listen, and I'm not saying you're not. Everybody feel like they special.
Right.
But listen, nobody is as special that the Most High going to just bypass your transgressions. He's not going to say, okay, you know what? It's okay. It's all right.
Because, the world is so tough.
Yeah, it's all right. I know your heart. Yeah. They love that.
I know your heart. God knows my heart.
God knows my heart.
Oh, man, that's heavy.
Yeah, I know he know it.
That's heavy. It's
wicked.
Yeah, it's wicked as hell. Exactly.
It's wicked.
Yeah, you can't tell some of our people that, man. I'm not wicked. I love everybody. Well, that's part of being wicked. That's part of being wicked.
Yeah.
Since the fall of Babylon, that's been the agenda of the wicked, is to love everybody.
Love everybody.
It's for everybody to be all on one accord.
That's in the Apocrypha. The Greeks were the first ones to really put that out there as a law.
Right.
All right. They were the first ones to put that out there as a law. God loves everybody. We all the same, and we all on the same page, and we're not.
No, we're not.
We're not. I'm dealing with a sister now. I'm telling you, I'm thinking about I'm saying, like, she started off with us, but I guarantee you in about another month or two, she's gonna be a full-fledged Christian.
Yeah,
she's gonna be a full-fledged Christian. I don't know how that's gonna go.
I mean,
she on her way.
Well, I mean, some people just they want what's comfortable for them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. And right now we going through these plagues, because they saying that it's another COVID coming.
Please bring it on. I want to go back into working at the crib.
It's another COVID coming.
They got me in the office, man.
Yeah.
They couldn't wait to get us back at work, man. Get these people back in office. And we was doing well. I had my whole team, everybody. We was doing well
together.
And they was like, nah, y'all come back to work. Some of them, and you know what got me back into work, sir?
What's that?
Getting that daggone
what?
Getting that test. I mean, getting that shot.
Yeah, that'll get you back.
They was like, oh, you wanted to be here.
No, I don't.
Like, no,
I really don't.
Oh, no,
and you listen and understand, guys. Right now, this is so glorious that we having the Passover through all of this, like we did last year.
Damn,
you know what I'm saying? Like we had the year before that, we had the slaughter of the lamb. And it's so glorious right now. It would be a glorious thing if the Most High was to return
right in the midst.
Pass us over, destruction all around us.
It's funny. I think we was talking about that last week, man. We had the Passover just a partying, and it's just all around us. It's just like destruction.
All around us.
Around you, not even touching you. We just sitting there like, dang,
so
dang, look at that, dang.
Right.
Oh, like I was. That's what I brought out, because it was a tornado. A recent tornado that just came out in Louisiana and then in New Orleans, and it went through the hood, went right past the hood, and went right to the city and did all the destruction.
There you go. That's what we're looking for right there.
I want to see that tornado coming to enough to where people are like, oh. And the people that scared, you know what I mean, they fall, you know what I mean? But the UPK, they just like, damn, look at that. Ooh, look how close that's getting. It's coming. I guess it got to get through this area in order to get over there.
I gotta get
through us. You know what I mean? We just have to be right here. Don't worry, it's gonna pass right over us. And it right over there. Ooh, look at that house. I see that. Ooh. I seen it. Did you see that cow?
and look, you must understand as we going through Exodus, is that what we going? That's what we're going to experience. And when this take place, and as we read it out, you have to take yourself and put yourself in these events that's taking place, and understand that if you're a part of this nation, if you're a part of this kingdom, and you walking in these laws, these statutes, and these commandments, you're gonna be good. But if you have came and you have compromised this law, statutes, and the commandments for your feelings, that's gonna be a problem. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a problem. And guess what? If he ordered me to kill you, I'm gonna kill you.
You know what's crazy? It's like, and we're gonna get right into it. You know what I mean? But you know what's crazy? When I was young, my father used to tell me all the time, "Man, you's a non-believer." He used to say that all the time because he would give me the instruction. I was a knucklehead, you know, like a lot of us were. You know what I'm saying?
In time past,
in time past. But he used to give me the instruction that'll help me, that'll save me, keep me out of trouble.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? And he would just be like, "You's a non-believer. I tried to tell you. You don't want to listen to me. You don't want to listen to me. You want to go through it. You want to go through the experience. You want to let experience be the best teacher."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And experience is a good teacher.
I mean, no doubt.
It's definitely a good teacher. Well, let me tell you, a hard head makes a what? Like a soft behind.
Soft behind.
Try to tell you, man. So I'm trying to listen, man. That's that worldly daddy quotes. You know what I mean? Precept, the worldly father precept. But I'm just trying to tell you, man, like if you want to play around with these scriptures, when these brothers, listen, when Officer Thasha Young is bringing forth some good information, you see what I'm saying? And you just want to ignore that. You know what? You're a non-believer. You're a non-believer, and you're going to get cut up. You're going to get destroyed. Your experience is going to make you turn and back and say, "Dang, I should have listened." If you get that chance, listen. You'll get a chance. You'll get a chance.
When we're in the wilderness, it ain't.
No. Well, in the wilderness, but I'm talking about now. I'm talking about now.
They still gonna be look. They can see it. Everything happening.
No, they got to feel it. Like the one thing that gets to me sometimes when I'm like, our people, like, we are destroyed due to the lack of knowledge. You see what I'm saying? We rather go through it. Like, it's like, what is it going to take for us to get this, to understand that ISUBK is the home of the truth? You want to know what it's going to take?
What's that?
You going through hell.
Right.
I'd rather get it voluntarily. You know what I mean? I'm glad. I want to learn the statement. I got to learn how to say the statement. Barakatha Yahweh Shah. I think that's how you said it. Well, I thank the Most High.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That He has given me the ability to see. You know what I mean? To where I can see it and understand and say, you know what? That's the truth. I'm not going to fall away from that.
Right.
I'm going to walk in that. I'm going to believe and trust in that and just do it.
And stand firm. Hold the line. Don't give up. Don't be stony ground.
Right.
Don't be stony ground. Like, let it root, get down in the dirt and develop a strong root.
Yeah, because that's what foundation is.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't have no foundation on sand. You know what I mean? You can't have no foundation on fertile land.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
And you can't have a foundation on weed. God damn. Weed is not a foundation. You can't be smoking all day and then read something like, "Oh, I got it." It doesn't. No, you really should actually. You know better. You know better. Like, come on, let's get it together. God damn.
Yo, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Where we at? Where I get to going?
I see.
Where we at?
All right, so we at Exodus chapter 12. All right, and something else, man. I just picked up on what you talking. Like, oh man. All right, so Salakia. This is Exodus chapter 12 and verse 49 is where we left off. So we starting at 50. All right, so I'll read the 7, sir, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
All right, let's see. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, So I'm gonna end at 13 and 5. All right. So this is Exodus chapter 12. I'm starting at verse 50. Waya Aishua. Ooh, okay. Banaya Yasha'ala. Ka'ashar. Tazawa. Yahweh. Af. Masha. Wa'af. Aharan. I like that name. Aharan. Khan. Aishawa. Verse 5. Wahaya.
Verse 51, Salakia.
51. What did I say?
You said 5.
Oh, Salakia. Verse 51. Wahaya. Ba'atazama. Salakia. Ba'atazama. Hayawam. Hazaha. Hawa Tazaya. Yahweh. Af. Banaya. Yasha'ala. Ma'aratazah. Matazarium. Ayla. Tazabatham. Chapter 13 and verse 1. Waya Dabar. Yahweh. Al. Masha. Lahamar. Verse 2. Quadash. Laya. Cal. Bakawar. Patar. Or Patara. Cal. Rakam. Babunya. Yasha'ala. Ba'adam. Waba. Ma. Laya. Hawa. Verse 3. Waya Amar. Masha. Al. Ha'ain. Zakawar. Af. Hayawam. Hazaha. Ashar. Yatazatham. Yataza'atham. Matazarium. Matazarium. That's rough. Mabayath. Ibadium. Kaya. Bakazak. Bakasakwa. Puka. Zad. Hawatazaya. Yahweh. Afkam. Mazah. Wala'a. Ya'akal. Kamataza. Verse 4. Hayawam. Atham. Yatazah. Ayam. Bakadash. Ha'ayabya. Goodness. Ha'abya. Ha'abaya. Ha'abayab. That's right. Verse 5. Wahaya. Kaya. Yabayak. Yahweh. Al. Arataza. Hakana Naya. Hakana. Shoot. Wahakafya. Maria. Wahakawaya. Good night. Wahakawaya. Wahaya bawa Wahai Salakia, y'all. Wahaya ba wasaya. Wahaya Yesaya. Ashar. Nashabai. La'aba Fayak. Lafa. Laka. This is the roughest verse ever.
Long.
Abba Aratazaza Bath Kalab Wadabash Wa'abadath Ath Ha'ibada Haza'atha Salakia Haza'ath Bakadash Hazaha. Exodus 13 and verse 5, I would have to say was the roughest verse I've
seen it
read so far. That was rough. There was some words in there. I'm gonna study that one and find out what that one.
You started at 12 and what?
50.
12 and 50. All right, so this would be what Officer Azawar just read in Paleo Hebrew. Now we're going to read it in English. All right. It's very important to understand that when someone is reading or someone speaks in another language, everything has to be done decent and in order according to the scriptures. So we would have to give it to you in the English, in the language that you can understand it.
Right.
So that's what we about to do. All right.
Right. We ain't doing like how they do in the church.
Right.
Do that whole, Shana de la Bosa shit about a Honda and don't give you no interpretation of what was just said.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then make up something. And it's supposed to be two people.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? It's supposed to be one person speaking in that and then the other person be able to interpret what was said.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that's one thing that we do here in the School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We follow after the scriptures.
That's right.
What the scriptures say, thus said the Lord, that's what we do. What the scriptures say, that's how you supposed to do it.
That's right.
And this is how you can discern who's right and who's wrong, who's lying and who's not telling the truth at all, and who's on point.
Right.
Go to the scriptures and measure it. Let the scriptures be your measuring stick. All right. So this is Exodus chapter 12 and verse 50. Thus did all the children of Israel, and Yahweh commanded Moses and Aaron, so did they.
Say that one more time. Can you read that one more time?
This is Exodus chapter 12 and verse 50. Thus did all the children of Israel, and Yahweh commanded Moses and Aaron, so did they.
Say, as the Lord commanded Moses and Aaron, so did they. I mean, listen.
Exactly what we was just saying.
Listen, and exactly what you were saying in the beginning.
Right.
You know what I mean? What I was saying about you.
Right.
The Most High commanded the prophets. He commanded Moses and Aaron, and then guess what? The people followed. And guess what happened when they did that, sir?
They exited.
They exited. Damn! That's heavy, man. Right. That's heavy. And I mean, the Most High is only dealing. Listen, man. He's only dealing with the UPK, man.
That's it.
General Yohana.
That's it.
If you listen to what General Yohana is given to his prophets and priests, you know what I'm saying? This is what's going to get the kingdom.
And Salaki, if I may, that's one of the, and I just want to go back to what you just said. That's one of the hardest things for our people because we have become so accustomed to it being so many different sects of Christianity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this individual thing where my relationship with the Most High is personal and it's just between me and the Most High. From that type of language comes this type of friction that we have where people say just not understanding. Under commanding General Yohana is the order. One West, we are the home of the truth. It's just that simple. And if you take that phrase, if I may, home of the truth, we're the home of the truth. Every fake Hebrew Israelite group out there is a offspring
from us.
Right.
They take a cut of it.
Right.
They say, well, I don't like this, but I love everything else. I love the chart. I love the language. I love everything, but I don't like that. So you know what? I'm going to go start my own thing. That right there is wicked.
Right.
That shit is wicked. And it causes division. It causes strife. It causes envy. And now the other nations look up on us and be like, look at them.
Mm-hmm. They can't look. You got one that's going this way, and another going that way, another going. It's like this. It's like the dummy in Wizard of Oz.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's you. You don't know which way to go. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? It's heavy that you said that too, because
Sorry, I had to do it.
Okay, come. Another thing that's so important that we must understand is this. Some of us brothers, we came out of this world. You know what I mean? A lot of this, bro, not too many of us was born into this truth. You know what I mean? Some of us is fortunate to have been born into this truth. You know what I mean? Big shout out to Captain RAI. You know what I'm saying? There's some of us that know, you know, how all you known is the truth. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of us brothers weren't born into this truth. A lot of us brothers came out of the world. A lot of us brothers have been Muslims, Christians, have been all different types of things, all different types of religions. Some of us tried them all at once. One time you might have been a Christian, and next thing you left Christianity, you went to Muslim, and then after Muslim, you went to, you know what I mean, the fake Israelite, and then after the fake Israelite, then you came to the real. And you know, the people that's under you, they see you, and you know what, he'll get it. It'll come around to him. You know, maybe this ain't it. You know, he's always coming into some new type of understanding. Well, here's what's going to happen. You're going to come into the UPK. And once you hit the UPK, that's it. That's the end of the road, right? There is no other understanding once you hit UPK.
That's right.
There's no other.
You
right?
home.
You home. Now, the thing is, the people that went on that journey with you, they're not going to believe as quickly as you do. So what you got to do is you got to stand firm in this truth. You always got to be the example. No matter what they say, no matter what they do, you stand firm in this truth. You see what I'm saying? And then eventually they ain't going to have no choice but to follow suit. But that's what you got to do, because you're going to have that woman that's been with you when you was a Christian.
Yep. That
was been with you when you was a Muslim. That been with you when you was doing the fake stuff, turning off your lights on a Friday night, sitting in the daggone dark, eating tuna fish.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Eating tuna fish.
Tuna fish. Breaking the damn law.
Breaking the daggone law. You know what I'm saying? Telling her she can't wear no pants.
Yep. You can't wear pants.
You can't wear pants. What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Oh, most I ain't crazy. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? The water.
I got it.
Oh, you got it.
All right, watch you in the camera.
The water, sis. Oh yeah, we live. We live. The water, sis. No, you too out, sis. You too out. Shouts out to Parabol, you know what I mean? That's
damn right. We have great sisters in the school. We got
great sisters in the school. Big shouts out to Parabol, man. But yeah, man, so like you know, they went through that journey with you. You know what I'm saying? And to a certain extent, we have to understand.
I do.
We have to understand that captivity that they went through, our mind and the thing. We have to understand, but not for too long.
God damn.
After a while, it's like my way or the highway, because I'm going according to what God says. I'm not going off my own. My thoughts are not my thoughts. You see what I'm saying? Isn't that what I'm saying right now? This ain't, you know what I mean, who I was in the world speaking. Right. You know what I mean, this is Isaiah War under the most high power.
Damn right.
You see what I'm saying? Because I go according to what he says. My thoughts, as much as I want to keep with you and deal with you and never, you know what I mean, separate myself from you. If you're not going according to what this scripture says, sorry, we are not one. We are not on one accord. You need to get in line with this. And I have to stand firm with this, even if I know it might, you know, you might disagree with it, even though it might hurt you. I love you, but love, according to this, is if I keep the law, statutes,
that's
commandments.
love. That's love.
That's what love is. That's what true love is.
Right.
When I won't fall, when I won't turn away from the law, statutes, commandments just because of your feeling. I will stick to the law, statutes, and commandments in spite of your feelings. You know what I'm saying?
That's where it comes. So like, if I may, that's where it come in where Yahweh Shah said, if you love your mother and father more than me, you're not worthy of me. And what's interesting is you'll go to your mother and father for some form of counsel, and they'll give you counsel that's against the Most High. And guess what? That's the counsel you'll take, because that's my mother, the water. You'll say that's my mother, that's my father. Well, guess what? If you take the counsel over your mother and father more than the counsel of Yahweh, that's a problem. And we had that problem coming out of Egypt. Man, this is what he talk about in Isaiah 30.
Right. If I may, sir, I mean, like Christ said it himself, like, who is my mother? Right. You know what I mean? Who is my brother? Who is my sister? Those who would do the will of the Lord. You know what I mean? And that's what you got to be about, man. And it's rough. It's rough for some. A lot of brothers will fall. A lot of brothers will fall because of, the love of this world and the love of the woman. Like the scripture says, if I may, real quick, sir. Like the scripture says, and I'm paraphrasing, a man that is married cares about the things of this world to please his wife. You see what I'm saying? Right. And that right there is like a cut to the men. You know what I'm saying? It's letting you know that you got to care about this world to please her. Right. Whereas a man that is not married, he cares about the things of the Most High to please the Most High, because he ain't got to worry about all the distractions that come along with being married, man. Right. And
if I may read that precept on what we just talking about. It says, this is Matthew chapter 10 and verse 36, right? It says, and a man's foes shall be they of his own house.
No, it should be the person next to him.
Your own household.
No, it's supposed to be the everybody else, the enemy, the other nations.
No, it comes from your own household.
No, the dude that was trying to rob and steal from you.
Nope, right up in the crib. Spies. When you come against these scriptures, when you come against this word, you just a spy. You just behind enemy lines. You know what's you working for the enemy. Right. You just behind enemy line. You're sharing your bed with the enemy.
Sleeping with the enemy.
God damn. Good night. But I still gotta love you. Yeah. The scripture says I still gotta love you. And how do I love you? I love you according to the law, statutes, and the commandments.
You know how I love you? By telling you wrong. That's how I love you. You know what I mean? I tell you wrong. Because if I don't tell you wrong, that's like how I'd say this. I'm pretty sure I said this a couple times. That's like the whole year I'm in school, I'm doing bad, right, sir? Doing bad. And then come report time, I gotta go. We got a parent teacher conference, and my dad says, "Don't let me go up in here and they open the book on me." You know what I'm saying? Don't let them. Right. So we don't want to send you up to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? We don't want you to come in front of the Most High, in front of Christ, when Christ got to defend you, because you understand. Listen to tell you, man. You don't want to go in front and they open the book on you. Right. But we telling you wrong. We telling you, hey, change. You better get right. Right. You better do this. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do that. And guess what? If we don't do it, all right, let's say, you harsh, you wrong, Dashiam, for telling me the truth. You wrong for that. Well, guess what? If I don't do it, I bear that sin. Right. You see what I'm saying? I bear that sin. If I see my brother and sister doing wrong and I say nothing because of their feelings, because I don't want them to not like me, Parabah. You know what I mean? I want them to love me. I want them to. It says right here. Say that. Read that scripture again. Oh, Salakia, sir.
That was that Matthew 10 and 36.
Come on.
Let me get that back for you. Go ahead.
It says it right there. It says your enemies will be those of your own house.
This is Matthew chapter 10 and verse 36. I mean, it's so heavy.
So heavy.
It says, let me go to 35. Oh, Salakia, let me go to 34, if I may.
Come, sir.
It said, and then we got to get back to it.
Come.
All right, it says, think not that I come to send peace on earth.
Oh, wait.
So all that, well, it doesn't sit good with me. It makes me feel bad. It doesn't supposed to make me feel like that. No, let me read it again.
Say that again.
It says, think not that I come to send peace on earth.
Remember, don't even think about it. Don't think that he's not saying, you know what I mean? Think and listen, I'm coming to send peace. He's saying, don't think that I'm coming to peace. Don't think I'm coming to send peace on earth.
Right. Don't let it even cross your mind.
No, come on, man. Don't you think I'm coming to peace? I'm sending peace on earth.
Right. He says, think not.
Think not.
Don't let it, don't consider it.
Right.
Don't consider that I come to this earth to bring peace. That's what he's saying. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father and the daughter, against her mother and the daughter-in-law, Salaki, the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law. Verse 36, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household.
You know what's deep about it? It says daughter-in-law against a mother-in-law.
Right.
And you want to know why that happens is because sometimes the mother-in-law is in Christianity. You know what I mean? And the daughter-in-law grew up maybe in the truth because of the son.
Right.
Because the son woke up. So the mother-in-law is looking at the daughter-in-law is like, you gonna take that? That's what you gonna do? I ain't do that. I ain't have multiple wives when I was. No. You're gonna accept it? No. Mother-in-law against daughter-in-law.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Father against son. Your father was in a whole different. He was Muslim. He was doing his halal malaka. He was doing all that type stuff. You know what I mean? But the son came into the truth. You see what I'm saying? Right. The mother and daughter, like, you gotta understand, man. That's this truth. And you wonder how I know this is the truth. And then we're gonna get Salakia, so we're gonna get right into it. I know we're running short on time, but the reason why I know is because when I was in Christianity, right, I was a good Christian, sir. Right. I was a real good Christian. I studied. I actually took notes in the pews. I took my little book. I got my book. It's my debunk book. That's what I call it now. I debunk everything that I took notes of. You know what I mean? That's all I do. I take,
like Paul said, I counted all for nothing.
Everything. It was nothing. Like some of the stuff that I had in there, I just crossed the whole page out. Like, nope, this is a total lie, and then do a whole study on what it's supposed to be. Now, let me tell you something. I used to go out and I used to counsel people, talk to people. People used to come in like, man, Lee's a good guy. Let me talk to. Oh, Salak, I done said no. Good. He's a good guy. Let me talk to him and. You know, and see what he says about certain things. He's, you know what I mean? We go out, all the guys, you know, they want to party and talk to Joe. No, he's not like that. Why are you not like? Because I love the Lord. He heard my cry. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I would do that. Nobody ever came against me. My family. I would talk to my family. Oh yeah, go ahead, talk that stuff, man. You know what I mean? Never came against me. When I came into this truth, and I started speaking this truth. Not my Jesus. You's a devil. The devil is a lie. Man, that's when I knew. Oh. Right. That's what that scripture was talking about. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. So listen, man. Listen, be prepared. If you new into this truth, if you ain't got your name yet and you working on getting your name and you a young man in this truth, get ready.
That's right. Get ready for the fight.
Get ready to fight.
This is war.
And let me tell you, right now, study. Just study. Just keep studying because they're going to come with all sorts of grievances against this word, all sorts of lies. And if you don't study, you might fall for it. Right. You know what I'm saying? You might fall for it. The next thing you know, you'll be like, you know what? He does love everybody.
Yep. Next thing you know, you'll be somewhere,
and you'll be at Thanksgiving. You'll be at Thanksgiving eating the orange crusted ham.
Yeah, well, he loves everybody.
He loves everybody, and he loved this.
They just so wicked,
right?
Good. Verse 37.
Mm-hmm.
Still Matthew 10.
Okay.
He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
Say less.
And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
Ooh, wait.
Here we go. And he that taketh not his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me.
Listen, man, that's a burden.
Right.
Christ took on a burden.
Right.
For his people. you're supposed to take on that same burden.
Right. You're supposed to fight through this.
Yeah.
You don't supposed to say, oh, okay, you know what? This just hurt my feelings because I don't like this, or I'm not comfortable with that, or that. No. You can't do that. You have to pick up that cross. Amen. You got to bear it, and you got to go through it.
Yeah. So what? I used to be a Christian. So I used to celebrate Christmas and buy gifts for these kids.
Right.
But guess what? What it said in 37 again?
It says in verse 37, he that loveth his father or his mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
That means if I love my son and daughter so much that I have to give them, and this is worldly love, just to be clear.
Right.
That I just can't give up Christmas.
Can't give it up.
I just can't give up birthdays.
No way.
I just can't do it because my kid, let them be a kid. That's what the grandma's going to say. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's what the wife is going to say. Just let them be a kid. You had a Christmas. You got all the gifts when you was young. You going to take that away from them? Yes.
Yes. Look at how it turned out.
Yes. Yeah, my son turned out great. He said, look at how I turned. Count with God.
Shit.
Count with God.
I celebrated all that.
Yeah, I definitely did.
And I was a monster on wheels until I came into this truth.
Damn right.
And once I came into this truth, I started following these laws, these statutes, and these commandments. And I began to be renewed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to come in and you got to get shedded of the world. You can't come in with your own concepts, your own precepts, your own presupposition and think you're going to get shed. You have to let it go. You got to let it all go. And you got to say, okay, let's do it.
You know what? And like the scripture says, it's not grievous.
It's not grievous at all.
It's not hard, man.
You making it hard. You making it hard. Shit.
You touched the nerve on that one.
Hey, you making it hard. Life is good.
Listen, it would be so easy if you just follow as we follow Christ.
That's it.
Life would be so easy. You want it to be how you wanted it to be, how it used to be. You fell in love with your captivity. That rhyme what I just said. You wanted to be.
Put it together.
Used to
send
be.
it to Captain Cottazar.
Yeah, send it to Captain Cottazar. Yeah. Shout out to Captain Cottazar. Yeah, I'm gonna send it. We're gonna put that on. Want it to be like it used to be, like you wanted to be in your captivity. Right. Anyway, yeah, that's what you wanted. That's what you wanted. But you can't have
Salagia. I heard something so heavy building on that. Mm-hmm. Look, what I find is that Christians continue to they do wrong, right? And this is the mindset of the Pharisees. This is why it says your righteousness must be greater than the Pharisees. Ain't that how it goes? How it go?
Oh yes, yeah.
It has to exceed the righteousness of the Pharisees, because the Pharisees, they committed an act, then they did a sacrifice. They committed an act, then they did a sacrifice. You know what Christians do? They commit an act, then they ask for forgiveness. They commit an act, and they ask for forgiveness. It's like you crucifying Yahushua over and over and over and over again. Listen,
good night.
Yahushua did not come for what you're doing. He came for what you did. So it's a one-time shot at this. You know what I'm saying? It's a one-time shot. And that one-time shot is when you're coming into the truth, when you're coming out of darkness, coming into light. So now, guess what? You have a sacrifice for that, right? But after that, Salakia, give me Hebrews 10, Salakia, one more, Hebrews 10 and 26, and then we're going to get back to the Exodus, because you have to understand, we have to get you prepared for this Exodus.
Right. Ooh.
We have to get you prepared for the coming of Yahushua. So we dropping these jewels so you can understand. So try to understand this. He's not coming to every time you do something, transgress the law, you can just go and ask for forgiveness and ask Christ to forgive you, and now he's being sacrificed all over again. You got it? Let's get it.
It's the book of Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 26.
Come on.
For if we sin willfully.
If we what?
If we sin willfully.
You're willfully going to do it. You're willfully going to do it, meaning you're going to do it knowing that it's wrong. You're knowing that it's wrong. Go ahead.
After
what?
After
come on,
that we have received the knowledge of the truth.
Like, listen, this is the home of the truth.
Yes.
We gave you that knowledge. We gave you that understanding. That's what we did. So you willfully going to do it after you have received the knowledge of the truth. Read.
There remaineth
What?
There remaineth.
There what?
There remaineth.
Come on.
No more sacrifice for sin.
There ain't no more sacrifice for your sin.
Good.
Now you got to be judged, and that judgment is going to drive you crazy.
How many times you repent and go back and do the same thing? That is counted for.
Right.
That is, man, you something else. Let me. This is how crazy.
I know you.
Yes, I know about you. They're gonna be like, man, listen, man, look, Salah here, Howard. About, let's see, 1, 2, 3. We repent, the same thing over and over again. Can we even trust this person?
Don't it say something about being an open shame or something like that in there?
Open shame.
In the
same one?
Afterwards, what did it say? Well, let's get back to the Exodus. Because see, I'm ready to rock and roll, and I gotta stay right here because we have to get you prepared for this Exodus, and we have to let you know what's going on with this Exodus. Right now, you're reading the history of us coming out of a Exodus on what we're going to experience right here in this nation, right here in this Babylon.
Right.
And when Babylon fall, we're going to experience an Exodus. And you're not going to be a part of that Exodus if you running around acting crazy. Like, come on, man. Let's listen. Come on and get into this truth. All right. So we're going back to Exodus chapter 12. Mm-hmm. We started at verse 50. I'm gonna read 50. Then I'm gonna read 51.
We did.
We just read verse 50.
So we in 51.
Right. So I'm gonna read 52, and then I'm gonna go ahead right to 51. It says, "Thus did all the children of Israel." This is what. We are the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
This is the mindset that we need to have. Thus do it all the children of Israel. All right. Mm-hmm. This is what we got to do. This so-called blacks, so-called Hispanic, and so-called Native Americans. Mm-hmm. As Yahweh commanded Moses and Aaron, so did they.
Right.
So do it. We're getting a command. Do it. All right. Commander General Yohana been put out a list of things that we needed to get, and so that we can get prepared for all of this. He been put it out. He put it out about 2 years ago, isn't it?
Yeah.
He been put it out.
Yeah.
We already been ahead. We are in the council of the Lord. Mm-hmm. All right. These prophets, these priests, these officers, we are in the command. We are in his council. All right. Verse 51. And it came to pass the self same day that Yahweh did bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt by their armies. That's what we're doing here in the ISUPK. This is the reason why we were in Hebrew Academy. We going in this army. We're going to lead you out. We're the ones that's going to lead this thing out. All these fake Hebrew Israelite groups, no, we're going to lead it out. We're the ones that's building this army. We have been commanded under commanding General Yohana by Yahweh Shah, One West, the home of the truth, to be this army, the 144. Salakia.
You getting me hype, man. You getting me hype right now. All right, go ahead, bro.
All right,
go in.
Exodus chapter 13 and verse 1. And Yahweh spoke unto Moses, saying, guess what? Yahweh is speaking to commanding General Yohana. That's what he's doing.
No, he's speaking to your pastor.
Hell no.
Yes, he is. Because look at the Cadillac. Look at this Cadillac out front. He's going to drive us into the kingdom.
It's crazy. Crazy. It doesn't say. Now think about it. We're talking about an Exodus. It's not saying, and Yahweh spoke unto all his prophets, all his leaders. It says he's speaking unto Moses. Moses, one man. All right. It ain't a whole lot of different a lot of different prophets here, and a prophet there, and a Moses here, and a John there, and a Craig. No, it's one, right? One. Listen, he's giving you an example. These things was written for our learning.
Because then they say that our Exodus is going to be like this Exodus.
Yeah, absolutely.
Except we're not going to even remember this.
We
Exodus.
just not going to remember.
It's going to be way better.
Right.
So how many people are supposed to lead us out of this Exodus?
One.
Okay. Say less.
Go ahead, sis.
Are you sure that he was speaking to Aaron?
I'm more. Let me read it again. I might. Let me see.
Okay. No.
Let me see.
I hear you, fam.
And Yahweh spoke unto Moses, saying, sanctify unto me all the firstborn, whatsoever opened the womb among the children of Israel, both of man and of beast is mine. Is mine. Verse 3. And Moses said unto the people, Moses said unto the people, this is not a collective thing. Moses said unto the people, remember this day in which ye came out from Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Say that again.
Remember this day in which ye came out from Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
That's what Egypt is.
Right.
Egypt is the house of bondage.
Where we at right now.
Right now. So when you read in Deuteronomy 28:68, and it said, you shall go into Egypt again, it's talking about you shall go into bondage again. You see what I'm saying? That's what y'all have to understand. Go ahead, sir. I ain't going to spend too much time.
For by stretcheth of hand, by the strength of hand, Yahweh brought you out from this place. There shall no leavened bread be eaten.
If I may, and just to clarify, it says by the strength of hand, meaning he actually did something. You see what I'm saying? This wasn't words. This wasn't going to the Capitol and saying, I have a dream.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The Most High did something to get us out this captivity. He caused all those plagues. He caused all that destruction. He killed the firstborn.
Right.
He did something by his hand. You got to understand that. That's key in that verse right there. And that's what he's going to do again when we come out of this captivity.
Damn right. And that's what we celebrating right now, coming up April the 15th.
That's right. That's
Passover and unleavened bread.
Unleavened bread.
We're going to remember this.
That's right.
That's why he said, let me read it again in case y'all don't understand. Because right. And understand, this is not what you're getting at your Christian church.
No.
They're completely ignoring this right here.
Right.
And Moses said unto the people, remember this day. Remember this day.
Remember this day.
Oh, Christian church have forgotten this day. Now they're doing the Easter bunny.
Easter bunny. Yeah.
That's what they're doing. Remember this day.
You had something, Barb?
Yeah. Yes, I did. That's what I was going to get ready to say. They don't consider Passover as we do.
Right.
We're excited. We're doing the unleavened bread. They're preparing for the Easter bunny, the Easter eggs, and
Christ's death.
Pink bunnies and all of the bunny stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
There's nothing going on with no Passover.
Nah, and they celebrate Christ's death.
And the economy does. They do great around this time.
Oh, heck yeah. They said the seven last words. Yeah. And you know what? Here's the crazy thing. We're not saying that it's Christ's death isn't as amazing. It's not an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? To die for your brothers. That's amazing. But that's not what he said to do. Christ said, do this, do the Passover.
Right.
In remembrance of me. That's what he said.
Right.
Not the Easter bunny. He ain't say have a whole play where you walking down the aisle, the center aisle of the church.
Right.
You know what I mean? With a cross and getting whipped and doing all that and reenacting the whole death scene. You know what I mean? Some churches, they can't afford to have a whole big play. So what they'll do is they'll just play the Passion of the Christ. You know what I'm saying? We're going to play Passion of the Christ for service today. We're not going, and that's man, listen, it's like when your teacher rolls out the video in class, you're like, oh, woo, they ain't going to teach today. It's going to be a movie. Right. But that's what they do. So like it, sir.
And one more thing, like I was saying, and building on to what I was saying, the economy does well because everybody going to church now. So now they going out and getting all their clothes and their shoes and their jacket. Oh, they getting it. They setting it off.
Starting out, boy.
Yes.
People, grown thug men showing up in pink suits.
They up in there.
Pink suits.
Look, and one.
I had to throw it on.
Right. And one more thing.
I put a rug in church today.
I was talking to a minister yesterday. And he was saying, no, we don't celebrate the Easter. We do Passover. We do Passover Sunday.
Oh yeah.
So I told him, I said, listen,
Passover Sunday.
I want y'all to understand this. Look, go look at the calendar. Go all the way back as far as you can. They always celebrate this thing on the first Sunday after the first full moon of the spring. Why am I saying that? Because it shows the root of it. It comes from Estra, the fertility goddess. It's a spring thing. It's a spring, the spring god.
The spring fling.
Yeah, it's a spring thing. You know what I'm saying? So in reality, just because you change the name, but you're still keeping the same action, that actually means that you're still celebrating the same thing. You can't change the name and say, okay, well, we good now because I changed the name. We got to get going. All right. So back to Exodus 13. This is Exodus 13:4. It says, this day came ye out in the month Abib. Abib. Verse 5. And it shall be when Yahweh shall bring thee into the land of the Canaanites and the Hittites and the Amorites and the Hittites and the Jebusites, which he swore unto thy fathers to give thee a land flowing with milk and honey, that thou shalt keep this service in this month.
That's right.
Let me say that again. That thou shalt keep this service in this month.
Right.
So in this first month is the month that we keep the Passover.
That's right.
We supposed to do this in remembrance of him.
And if I may,
right?
This is the beginning of months.
Damn right.
This is the first month of the year. Is the month of Abib. So guess what? Like the world so ignorant, it calls their New Year's. This is our New Year's.
Right.
This is our beginning. This is when we came out of Exodus.
Right.
And begin our journey into the kingdom. That's why when we first started, Thashiam said, I hope this is the last one.
Damn right.
Because this should be our Exodus. But because our people don't want to listen to the people that's in I want to say rulership, but leadership. But the people that are supposed to be leading us, because they don't want to listen, we have to wait until they go through hell.
Right.
And then once they go through hell, then they go and turn and see that the ISUPK is the home of the truth. And with that, we're going to say shalom. We're going to go ahead and send up the prayers.
Right. Hold on, we got one more verse.
Oh, no, I stopped at 5.
Oh, I thought you stopped at 6. No sweat.
Yeah, I stopped at 5. I'm not going to do that. After that heavy class, man, shoot. Man, you almost made me want to go outside and start doing something. No?
Go to camp.
Man, listen. Like, so, we got a mean kid today. He go, oh, let's talk about Salah. Shalom, Yahweh, Shem, Yahweh,
Shalom, Yahweh, Shem, Yahweh, Shabbat. La Yashala.
La Yashala. Let's go ahead and speak the Torah. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrak. Yeah.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrak. Yeah.
All right. So we're going to send up one. We're going to send up the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malak. Taba'ah. Ratazai. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'aratazai. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Lathananawa. Lakam. Kal. Yawam. Wasalakna. Kabawafna. Kasalakna. Kabawafiyana. Wala'ah. Tabaya'ayana. Vanasaya 1. Abor. Hawashayana. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Laka. Hamalak. Waha'ala. Wathapari. La'awalumyum. Aman.
This is the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us of our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever so be it.
It's the prayer for the power. Hakat.
Salaki.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Baba Kashai.
Latananawa.
Hakat. Lara
Pa'ah.
Kal Makala.
Kal Malawa.
Kal Madawa.
Kal Lalawa.
Hakat. Latahar. Hamatazari. Hakat. Lahakim. Amafiam. Hakat. Al Rakawath. Hatama Allah. Lugarashun. Hashem Yahushai. The Wada Aman.
This is the power in English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. All manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. Against unclean spirit. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it.
It's the blessed Israel. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Barak Lanao. Waya Sha'ala. Waya Bayasaparia. By Hashem Yahushai. The Wada Aman.
This is bless Israel in the English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it.
All right, this is Psalms 121. Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ahariam. Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Izari. Ma'ayim. Yahweh. Aisha. Shamayam. Wa'aratazah. Ayathan. Lamawat. Regalka. Al-Yanawam. Shamarka. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Shawamar. Yasha'ala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Al-Yad. Yamyanka. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'ayakaka. Wayarak. Balayala. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makal Rai. Yashamar. Afnapaska. Yahweh. Yashamar. Taza'aka. Waba'aka. Waba'aka. Ma'aita. Awalam.
This is Psalms 21 in the English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not slumber thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade. Upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee. From all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out. And coming in. From this time forth. And even forevermore.
All right, this is Psalms 83. Alahayim. Al Damayalaka. Al Thakarash. Wa Al Tashakwat. Al Kayahana. Awayabuka. Yahama Yawan. Ra'ash. A'imaka. Ya'arayumwa. Sawada. Wayatha. Ya'aitazawa. Al Tasapawanyaka. Amarwa. Lakawa. Wanakaki. Magalia. Wala Ayasakar. Sham Yasha'ala. Iwada. Kaya. Nawa Aitazawa. Laba. Yakadwa. Alyaka. Baryath. Yakarathwa. Ahoya. Alawam. Wayashimi Ayam. Mawa'aba. Wa'agariam. Gabal. Wa'aimawan. Wa'aimalak. Palashaf. Yashabia. Tazawar. Gamashawar. Nalawa. Imam. Hayawa. Zarawai. Labanya Lawat. Salah. Aishalaham. Kamadian. Kasayasara'a. Kayabian. Banakal. Kayashwan. Nashamadwa. Ba'ayanda Ara. Hayawa. Daman. La'adama. Shayatama. Nadayatmawa. Kayarab. Wakazaba. Oh, Salaki. Yeah, Wakazabah.
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 Wakatazamanai.
Wakazabah.
Kal Nasiyakamwa. Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Nayarasha. Lanawa.
Laiwa.
Af.
Af.
Na'awaf.
Laiwa.
Alahayim.
Alahaya.
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 Sayatamwa.
Shayatam.
Kagagla.
Gagari.
Kakwash.
Wakash.
Lapanya Raka.
Wapana Yokash.
Ka'ash.
Ra'ash.
Saba Ira ya Ira.
Wa'abi Ya'ira.
Wakalaba.
Wa'alawa.
Falahat.
Alawa.
Harayam.
Halawa.
Khan.
Khan.
Tharadapma.
Dayadap.
Basa Irika. Wabasawa Pafka. Sabahalam.
Dabazawan.
Malaha.
Malaha.
That's like Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyahum.
Palayam.
Kwalawan.
Kalawam.
Waya Bakwashwa.
Raya Kawash.
Shemka.
Shimka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Yabashwa.
Labashka.
Waya Bahawa.
Raya Bahar.
Aya Ai.
Ayahai.
Waya Kaparwa. Waya Abadwa.
Raya Bahar.
Waya Da'aiwa. Kaya'ata.
Wakayata.
Shemka.
Shimka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Labaka.
Labaka.
Alaya 1.
Alaya 1.
Al.
Al.
Cal.
Cal.
Ha Ratazah.
Ratazah. This is Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
Be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hated thee.
And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
Consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said.
Come.
Come.
And let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of Israel.
May be no more in remembrance.
May be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted.
For they have consulted.
Together with one consent.
Together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
And Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
And Gabal.
Gabal.
And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
And the Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur is also joined in with them.
Ashur also is joined with them.
They have hoping that the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto Sarah.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kison.
At the brook of Kison.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They have become as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red.
Make their nobles like a red.
And like Zaed.
And like Zaed.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes as Zabah.
All their princes as Zabah.
And as Zamuna.
And as Zamuna.
Who said. Let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves
the houses of God in possession.
The houses of Yahweh in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As they stumble before the wind.
As they stumble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them.
With thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
And make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And troubled forever.
And troubled forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thy name, whose name alone.
That thou, whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Are the most high over all the earth.
Are the most high of all the earth. All right, sir. Ladies, we see it. We want to give one courtesy salute to the brethren.
Amijam Shabbat, Salakia, Amijam Shabbat, Amijam, Barak, Yahweh Shabbat, Yahweh Shabbat Katah, Salakia, Yahweh Matah, Sar, these turn to the sisters, Sister Stan, Amijam. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Amijam Shabbat, Amijam, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Al-Thum Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shamar Al-Thum Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Matah, class dismissed.